Stefanos, just starting out, you had a long match today, but came through. What kind of confidence does that give you going into your next match?
I got connected well towards the end of the match and showed that I'm getting into a role, a proper one, and seemed pretty confident in most of my shots and the way I was trying to build my game around my best strokes. I wasn't exactly sure how certain things were not working in the beginning. There was a little bit of frustration. There was a bit of confusion from my end. You know, I would also owe it to like dropping a bit tension during the match. I felt like that it did help me get a bit easier depth on my shots. I did loosen up my strings a bit, got a bit more free depth, and didn't have to swing as hard. And yeah, it did help me actually. It did help me go for it more, get a better feel of the ball. Small detail, but I won't lie, it did help.
It's definitely well played. Just curious, and what did you feel wasn't working at the start in the first set?
I feel like I was just swinging so hard, and nothing was really coming out of my racket. So I felt like I was spending more energy than him. He seemed more effortless in the way he was trying to build the points and come up with good shots. And I felt like I was constantly swinging. I had a lot of front force errors in the net. I feel like more than I'm used to. So, you know, it was a question of how do I manage and how do I like stream my energy better, knowing when to attack and being also allowing myself to not be so, not have every muscle of my body contracted every single time I'm trying to hit. So it did help. The thing I just mentioned helped. Is that my shots a little bit, it gave me a bit of free depth. I didn't have to swing as hard. So I did find a lot of help there, and my mind's also changed. I feel like the more the match progresses, the more you get to play points, the more you get to like read the game, the more you start getting acclimatized to the type of shot making and angles that come your way.
Watching on, he looks like a pretty unique player. You know, in terms of how flat he hits coming to the net, even though he's so small.
Yeah.
Curious, like, what do you make of his game and the way he plays?
Well, it's an unorthodox game. You don't get to play many players like that on the tour. His biggest weapon, you know, I mean, it's an obvious one, is his backhand. You can tell that. He builds a lot of points around his backhand, approaching to the net. He's actually very daring. Not the biggest guy on the tour, but he has good speed. He plays daring tennis coming to the net, which actually, you know, good for him because it's a good way to win points. Yeah, his biggest asset was just being solid, not giving me much room to play with. So I feel like he did that very well in the first set. He kept sort of grabbing me and not letting me sort of do my thing, and it didn't make it very easy. But you know, I was confident because I know I can hit good forehands. I can open up the court, have a good serve. It's just how do I align those things and put them all together so they start giving me points in games and maybe perhaps sets. So that was the whole question of how do I put them all together so I can still stay with him but also use those weapons when necessary.